Alright, this is part 2 for the American style fight sticks versus Japanese style fight sticks. As you can see, I have my American fight stick right here, custom made. I wanted to go over some things that I didn't go over in the first video. That American buttons, as you can see, are concave and have a little dip in them. So you can sit your fingers in there, rest them, and then it takes a little force to push them down, or you can just slam them hard. And many Japanese might think this is a Korean lever, Korean stick, but this is American. As you can see, it's very big. The Korean sticks are modeled after American sticks. However, Korean sticks are very smaller, but they look the same because this is called the bat top, and Koreans use bat top. A lot of Korean Tekken players like to use that type of stick. And as you can see, it does a perfect 360, and it has a very tight spring that goes to center very fast, and it does a 360 with no gate. And here is the Japanese style fight stick that I was talking about, that has a ball top. Uses a ball top and has a square gate. See, I have a hard time using it. So this is the one that I could never adapt to. That's why I prefer the American style fight stick, because it does a perfect 360 motion with no gate. Well, this can do a perfect it doesn't do a perfect 360 motion, but it can do the perfect 360 motion, but it gets caught in corners because it's got a square gate. And Japanese use Sanwa buttons, and these buttons are very sensitive, so if you were to put your hands over them, you might accidentally hit an input, so you have to be very careful. Whereas with the concave buttons, you can stick your fingers inside the little grooves and you'll be fine. You know, it takes a little bit more pressure to push it down, but you'll be okay. I'm gonna open this up and show you what I mean for the Japanese viewers about square gate. So I'm gonna open this up for you. And as you can see right here, this is the square gate. This is the square. And usually what Americans do is they buy Japanese sticks, and they will buy these right here, which are circle gates, or octagonal gates, octagon gates. There we go. I have a hard time saying it. Let's just call it an octo gate for now. So this makes it circular. However, there's still grooves. You can see that you can still hit grooves in this, and I'm going to try to take this off, and so I can show you what if I can get this off. Ouch, that one actually kind of hurt. Okay, there we go. And now we can put in the circle gates. So now that we have the circle gate in there, it does a perfect 360. However, it still makes a lot of noise, and it's still gated. You still feel, you know, a little restricted. So although you can put a circle gate in a Japanese fight stick, and both fight sticks are good. It's just your preference. It just depends on what you like. I just prefer the perfect 360 with no gate, and you see how it's very quiet. And even the buttons here, they're not as loud as the Sanwa buttons. But it's just up to you. Depends on what you like. And I might do another third video to go in more in depth of the different styles of sticks, because there's more out there. But for now, I just wanted to clarify the stuff and details that I didn't in the first video. So thank you for listening, and see you next time.